What would happen if I ditched Western medicine altogether? I mean, I do gotta be honest with myself. The only thing Western medicine has ever brought me is trauma, sickness, more illness, near-death experiences, bullying, harassment, lying on medical records. The list goes on. Trying to get me thrown into a loony bin for being sick. And the really sad thing is this happens to pretty much everybody in the USA that has a debilitating chronic illness. Big Pharma is meant to commit genocide. I said what I said. It's like a concentration camp. I also said what I said. And the thing is I think the healthcare workers know this to a degree. Otherwise, they wouldn't willingly treat all their patients like shit all the time that are chronically ill. For some reason, they have it in their mind that people that are chronically ill can't possibly ever die. Oh, it's not dangerous, just go home, you'll survive. Is that what they're being taught? And see, they don't really care if they fuck up. They are fully protected. You can't sue them, and they know that. As a disclaimer, I have to put in here that I'm not talking about every healthcare worker. Ooh. Just like not all men are bad. Even Western medicine has almost killed me. And when I bring it up to my specialist, and I mean specialist, oh, that's impossible for that drug to be dangerous. You'll be fine, just get used to it. Meanwhile, the hundreds of people that I've talked to with my disease have almost died from taking this drug, or have gotten severely sick. I'm talking about cromolyn sodium. Cromolyn sodium coats your mast cells. I have mast cell activation syndrome. It stops things like gastrointestinal mast cell inflammation. It stops things like anaphylaxis problems and inflammation and all that, supposedly, right? But everybody that takes it, or the majority, go through a whole process of getting worse. Backfiring of mast cells. Oh, just get through it. Just go through it for a few months. Really? Because it gives me anaphylaxis multiple times a night while I'm sleeping. So that's fun. I can't even take an EpiPen because I'm allergic to EpiPens. And you want to sit here and tell me that it's not dangerous. Meanwhile, I'm asking other people with my condition how they do with it, and they're all experiencing the same crap and being told the same fucking lies. Sorry, I'm mad about it a little bit. So I've been doing some research. I'm a severe case of mast cell activation syndrome. I was physically attacked a little over 6 months ago, which then caused another flare-up that was permanent. And when I mean permanent, I mean chronic anaphylaxis around the clock. It will not die down, it will not go away. Not happening. A permanent state of anaphylaxis, for those that don't know, is probably hard to explain to someone that's had traditional Western medicine studies. It's not what you think it is. Anaphylaxis is not always, oh my God, they're going into shock, shoot them with EpiPens. It's not always that. That's just a fact. But that's for another video. Either way, it's extremely debilitating and is still dangerous. I did some research. I got myself some pure quercetin dehydrate. Now, I'm someone that gets anaphylaxis and a whole bunch of other problems like internal infections and heart issues from putting anything in my mouth, including water some days. I went to the ER and I tried quercetin. Just a tiny bit. My body opened up in bliss. My body was like, oh my God, what is this? We love this. I didn't have a reaction. In fact, it just felt like I drank some coffee. I was feeling wonderful and my mood was stable, and yeah. Right off the bat, I noticed a difference. And what quercetin does is it coats your mast cells, just like cromolyn. No side effects. And it's a flower bud. It's natural. There's no deadly side effects like Western medicine has to everything. What else did I get? I got some of this too. I just started taking that one yesterday. I go to the ER and I try it, and yes, I have anxiety while I'm trying these new things because I'm so used to my body going through anaphylaxis to every single thing for over 6 months now, altogether 10 years, with no help. Now, do me a favor, guys. Go look these two amazing things up. Look this up and look that up. I'm serious, you won't be disappointed. You will get some Google results that'll be like, well, there's not enough studies being done on this, so we don't know if it's safe. We all know who put that out, right? But there's a whole slew of other studies that have been done. Check those out. I feel like, we haven't been told that these things exist. There's a bunch more supplements that I'm going to also be adding to my regimen. But these specific two, not only do they, go to work on mast cells. If you take these quercetin, let's say, like if you take these, quercetin has been shown to get rid of breast cancer cells within like 2 weeks. 2 weeks! And then the luteolin, or I don't know how to pronounce it, it doesn't even matter, is also great for cancer. Is if you've had chemo, this helps takes the effects away, among other things. I don't know where to begin. If you have diabetes, high blood pressure, or if you're on blood thinners, you won't need your meds for that. And I'm not a doctor, so don't quote me on that. But that's what the studies have been showing. Since having mast cell activation syndrome, I've had a problem with my thyroid. My TPO antibodies have been through the roof, and my thyroid keeps bouncing back and forth from high and low, causing periods where my hair falls out in chunks, and then periods where my hair grows too fast, severe depression, mood swings, suicidal idealities, the whole shebang. Mood stabilizer, antidepressant, anti-anxiety. Same with this. And when they're mixed together, they are gold. I am not affiliated with any of this stuff. I am just sharing my experience. And I'm going to share my new journey of saying fuck you to Western medicine. Because let's be honest, unless I'm bleeding out of my eyeballs, they really don't give a shit. And the ones that do, there's not enough backing them up on that. They have brought us nothing but terror and therapy bills. And when I say us, I mean every single fucking one of us. It's disgusting, and it's not going to be fixed anytime soon. So we got to figure this shit out on our own, right? I cannot even have my compounded medicine. I am allergic to all of my compounded medicine. Zyrtec and Benadryl. Compounded. It's supposed to be pure, right? It's not. Natural antihistamine right here works wonders. For the first time in 10 years. Now I've been on this for 4 weeks now. For the first time in 10 years, I've been able to walk through a store multiple times without my gas mask. I've been able to cook in my house without dying, literally dying. I haven't been able to eat food yet. I gotta add more supplements to my list. This has been doing things for me that no doctor ever could or wanted to. And I feel like I'm on my way to something great. I'm gonna use a combo of things, and I'm gonna post my journey here. Today I was driving in my car and I smelled flowers through my window. I rolled down my window and I took a deep breath in. And instead of having fear, I felt joy for the first time in 10 years. And I didn't get anaphylaxis from it. Life is precious. We can't take it for granted. If you're struggling, just hang on. Hang on. We're gonna get this. You're gonna get this.